We've all been there, your finger freezes up, your edits choke, and your aim falls apart. But it's not your fault. You just never learned these 20 moves. Let's fix that. Let's start off with a basic move, but a really important one. The double edit, where you edit the floor and the cone to get a high ground or like a vantage point on the enemy that's in the box below. This is great to either catch an opponent off guard and you trap him, or just to get a chance to shoot him from above. A lot of people actually say this move is just flashy and it's only for like montages, but that's not actually true. The triple edit can be really useful, and let me explain why. So when a player, like you're building up for a build battle, or a player is trying to piece control you, being able to get the control and then edit your way out of those builds fast can be crucial, because a player could be on the right hand side of your wall, and if you have to go up and out the top of your box quick enough before they can edit and shoot you, that will save you in so many situations. In a lot of fights you're going to get into, you need to know the moves to get out of boxes, and this is another one. Being able to edit up like this and then reset it can sometimes also be great to catch an opponent off guard, because they could be just above you. You quickly go up, reset it, and then you get a surprise shot on them. But be careful, it can leave you exposed. But pressing an edit like this, again, is crucial to be able to get out of the box and then maybe make a new one, or catch an opponent off guard and get an easy kill. The next move is more advanced, and that is getting a high cone over the wall, and then you double edit it down. This can be great to either make your opponent hit his head and then you can trap him. So when you're like in a build battle, you can put that cone over a wall, and at times that will actually trap a player. So make sure to get this one down, because it's really great and it's quite unique. Not many players use this move. We seem to be talking a lot about double edits in this video, and we are again, but this time it's when you are below and you're like trapping someone into your box. This usually is only used during endgame, but again, still really important to learn. It's great to get refreshes, and when a player is either like, running across the top of your builds, that is when you edit it, you drop them in, and then you pump them. You can use this in mid-game fights, but you just have to have like on another level awareness. But this is great again to drop players in the box and get kills. A lot of players don't know what to slide into the box when you do a double edit, but here, if you use the stairs, as you can see, doing that edit, it makes it so hard for the opponent inside the box to shoot you back. So I'd make sure to practice this one. It is a bit hard to actually get the good crosshair placement to edit, but what you have to do is crouch, go close to the edge so you can get the stairs, and then just do the edit, and you'll be able to hit the opponent for easy damage. Everyone talks about Martaz and his ability, but something he loves to do, and this contributes to what makes him so good, is his pre-fires. And you might think, oh, it's just a skill, it's just reaction timing. Maybe, but you can actually practice them, and I would definitely recommend. And while you're pressing them, you can practice your wall crosser placement. So as you can see here, I'm editing the wall and pressing my resetting while also pressing my pre-firing at the same time. Doing this move in creative will help you practice 3 things at the same time, and you'll get better at all of them and become a way better player. Funny enough, the next move is actually something that I can struggle with sometimes, and that's why you need to practice it, because none of us are perfect, none of us are pros at the game, and that's why we want to practice so we can maybe get to that level. The side jump. The side jump is great because it allows you to gain elevation quickly, be kind of confusing for your opponents to track, because you're underneath a build and then boom, suddenly you're up. Make sure to do it the way I'm doing it here, because actually you can do different variations, but I'll show you another variation later in the video. This move is boring, but it's one of the most important moves in the game, and I'm going to tell you the 3 reasons why. First of all, it's great for endgame. You're targeting your team or yourself in solos into safe positions. Second one, if you're in mid-game or the game and you get hit for a lot of damage, it's the same thing as being able to box up efficiently. So being know how to tarp will help you do that. And then thirdly, it's just great to have, when you need to get to loot and just to run and build a tarp and get yourself refreshes in mid-game or endgame. The dub edit from above is obviously really good, but this more advanced method can be the difference of what you can do to become a way better player. So what it is, you're just stretching the cones over the wall and getting the dub edit. It's as simple as that, but it takes practice to get it down. Why this is better is because it allows you to get cones on your opponents from a further distance, and then this will allow you to surprise them. And then when you do the dub edit, maybe they won't just shoot you straight away because they'll just get such a surprise. Windows are OP, and not enough players have mechanics or moves in their gameplay that use windows. This move that you see me doing right here is great because let's say you're in a build battle, everybody just cranks 90s and sometimes it's just wasting your materials over and over. This is a great move that you can use to try and catch your opponents. Alright guys, that is what the pros are really good at, is having so many moves in their arsenal that they can use to surprise and confuse and catch their opponents off guard. So all it is, stairs up, window, looking high and slipping in pyramids, and you will catch so many opponents off guard with this move. This one is very difficult, this move, but if you pull it off, it can reap a lot of rewards. Be careful, when you're dropping down, you could slip and die to fall damage, so that's the danger of this move. But again, all you do, as you can see, you're just dropping down, catching a wall, and then sliding in the piece control. This can be great for when your opponent is editing down off his box. You can use it to catch them off guard, or when you're just trying to get down off of a high building, and then if you notice one of your walls you found an opponent inside of it, then you'll just have the muscle memory to edit on them and get an elimination. You're doing this next move wrong, and I bet you've died in so many tournaments and ranked games because of it. So when you're in a box like this and you do this dub edit, you are jumping and doing it in the wrong way. What you have to do is go as close to the wall as you can, and then you jump up. This means that only the minimal amount of your head will be exposed for the minimal amount of seconds, because when you're close to it, you jump up sooner and you drop sooner, and the opponent, unless he has insane reaction time, you are more likely able to get the shot before him. Also, if you have your cross and right placement, you can reset the cone in time. This might be one of the more confusing moves that you'll see in this video, but let me explain why it's useful. So as you can see, you're supposed to be editing through the cones. Also, while I was showing this, I had to prepare. Practicing your resets like this is very important. But anyway, the move is, you're editing through a box like this, or going through any kind of tarp, make sure there is a stairs protecting you from if someone opens the top ceiling, because if they open it, boom, they're just going to pump you. So you need to have the muscle memory of putting in that protection. I'm telling you, tarps are really useful, so that's why I'm showing you another one. And this one is great because when you're low on materials, especially in solos, it can be a way to rotate and save a few mats. Also, it can be just great when you're rotating in early or mid games to protect yourself. Guys, you need to be able to tarp because, you know, the map is massive, zone pulls you in different places. You need to be able to protect yourself while rotating. This might be one of my favorite moves, and it's doing this bottom 3 tile edit. As you saw at the start, I've shown you the 4-1, do not do the 4 tile edit. So what you do is, when a player's outside your wall, you just do this. You do the bottom 3 tile edit, and the player will not be able to see or shoot most of your body. No, you will. So if you get this down, you'll be able to get so much easy damage on players, and you can shoot their toes without even being able to see you. And look, I'll show you what it looks like from their perspective. Look, you're behind the middle of that cone. They can't shoot you, but you can shoot them. This is a great move. You need to know something about the peanut butter edit. Yes, that is the next move I'm talking about. It's a classic, but you're probably doing it wrong. Remember the OG clicks days? You would run to the left and jump up. Yeah, that can work, but it's very difficult, especially when you play edit on release like most people do these days. As you can see here, the way I'm doing it is, you don't jump, you edit when you're as close to the wall as possible, and you just slide to the right with your feet. And this means you can just quickly peek, shoot, and then crouch back behind the wall. This exposes yourself for way less time than the jump method. Please, this is the way you should do the peanut butter. No one really is talking about high ground retakes these days, but there still is elements of ones that are very useful, and this one is great. Yes, it uses a decent amount of mats, but when a player is above you and you just need to fight them, this is a great way to safely go up with not allowing them to get piece control on you. This is a move that I originally saw from Bugha. Yes, the World Cup champion. So what is it? Well, you do a side jump and then you get those high walls. This again is another form of a high ground retake. It's great to get up high safely, and by placing those high walls, sometimes you get a wall on enemy and it can allow for some easy damage once you just edit, shoot them, or just get the piece control. And even if you don't, again, those high walls are great for protection. So this retake has many multiple uses and is a great one to practice. You will get way more kills when you start using this method, and as you can see here, I'm actually doing it wrong. You might think, what? You're just doing with it, that's fine. When you're coming from the angle that I am here, from this one, this side, you need to edit the furthest right window. So then you will expose yourself less and you'll get a nice right hand peek on your enemy. This whole move is great to get piece control on enemy, to get an opportunity to shoot them, and it also will prevent you getting hit for a lot of damage. Trust me, you've probably done this move a lot, but you've opened the middle window and died because of it. Guys, I hope this video helped. Thanks for watching, and maybe this one will help you as well. Goodbye.